Oh, I forget if I keep forgetting to put these in all these processes. The one thing where I knew that they were a scam was where one of the responses was basically you have sufficient sicknesses that would qualify, but you have an insufficient work history. That's when I knew this is a scam. And I thought that can't be true because they knew why I had to basically retire, and it was different cases, but they dragged it out after like going through this, and then they said, and then I thought this can't be true. I told some people, I said, can you believe they said that? They thought it was incorrect, and then of course I went back. I said, are you telling me because I couldn't work my job, which I'm trained for from when I left in 2008? They said, yes, you now have an insufficient work history. That's when I knew it was a scam. Because in essence, the letter actually said you would have gotten approved for various things if you never worked. But because you had a work history and then stopped at, even though I was told you got the top credits of, like the guy told me when I first went in, you got the top credits. Like he was surprised in my work history. But then he said, if I were you, I would sue. So I know it's a scam, whether they get money from, but you know, in all of this, of course, I was alcoholic for many years. And I don't hold to the view that alcoholism is a disease, okay? I hold to the Christian view of recovery. But you get diseases. You could get cirrhosis, various things. And so in all the dealings, I initially just felt I don't want to add a lot of other things in. The legitimate thing was I had the back injuries that got bad enough where it caused the nerve damage to the leg, and it was very bad. I said that's a legitimate thing. But then when I said, what about if I added the other things in, which they're aware of? Now, say if you had colon cancer, say if you had cirrhosis, say if you had lung cancer, but it was, I said, say if we went that route. And the response was, we have a death type benefit for you. Meaning, if you can only then qualify if you got so many months left. We'll only approve you for the like end of the last few months of your life. I thought, this is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. Then I said, but drug addiction and alcoholism, that in itself has qualified many, many people who have never worked. What doesn't the alcoholism? Some people are getting it just for one thing, substance abuse. Never mind any other thing. Only if you're still an alcoholic. Only if you're still abusing the drug. I knew it was a joke and a scam. And that the one thing tipped me off when they said, you would qualify for various sicknesses, but you don't have a sufficient work history. I said, how many people do 25 years ambulance, fire, first responder, or maybe a veteran that, and how could you say that they didn't? And then I have friends, not a single day of work. I have a few friends that qualified. They kind of told me their disability is they have an anger issue and cannot hold a job. Now, I'm not sure if they still do. I have more than one that's their disability. They showed that they got in arguments, and it was diagnosed like a mental thing, because bipolar, whatever. That was the diagnosis. That's sufficient. But a multiple of other things, but they have like a death benefit. You can't get it until you're close enough to dying, and then you get approved. Or if you're actively still an alcoholic, you can get it. Or you're actively using, you can get it. What about if the effects of the alcohol cause various diseases? There's people that have it just for Hep C. None of that qualifies because of an insufficient work history. What a joke.